Hello viewers. So in this video, we're going to look at how to solve exponential equations. Now, the first question says solve for x if 3 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x minus 2 equals to 24. What we want to do is to deal with this one first, the 3 to the power of x minus 2. We want to write it as as 3 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x multiplied by 3 to the power of minus 2 equals to 24. We are reversing the law that says if you have same basis multiplying, you add the exponent. So we are doing the reverse of that. We are splitting the 3 to the power of x minus 2 into 2. What we want to do is we want to take out the common factor from our left hand side here. We want to take out the common factor that is 3 to the power of x. Let's take it out. We have 3 to the power of x, and then we open the bracket for whatever that is left. We say 3 to the power of x divided by 3 to the power of x, that is 1, and then we get minus. We took this 3 to the power of x out as well. From here and there we took out 3 to the power of x. Now this side we are left with 3 to the power of minus 2, and then we close the bracket, that is equals to 24. Now we want, this is just a constant that we can divide by this constant both sides, okay? And solve for 3 to the power of x first, and then we can solve for x after. Now what we do here is we have 3 to the power of x. Let's write this constant as 1 minus, this is 1 over 3 squared is 9, 3 squared, and then this is just equals to 24. And then from there we want to write 3 to the power of x into, this is 1 minus 1 over 9. This is nothing but 8 over 9. 1 minus 1 over 9 is 8 over 9. It's 9 over 9 minus 1 over 9. So it's 8 over 9. And then this will be equal to 24. We can multiply both sides by 9 over 8. We multiply both sides by 9 over 8. Or you divide both sides by 8 over 9. Is the same thing. So you multiply this side by 9 over 8, so that this cancels with that. We are left with 3 to the power of x. This is equals to 24. Multiply by 9 over 8, that is equals to 27. Now we get 8 goes once in here, and then it comes 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, now we want to write 27 as 3 to the power of 3. Okay, because 27 is 3 times 3 times 3, so it's 3 to the power of x, that will be equal to 3 to the power of 3. Okay, and then you can clearly see that if you have same basis on the equation, and then you have the exponents, your unknown are exponents. So what you can do from here, we have the law of exponents that allows us to, we can say x equals to 3, and this is the final answer. Okay, so number 2 says solve for x if 5 to the power of x equals to 1 over 125. You want to write this as 5 to the power of x equals to 1 over, you want to change this 125. If you're allowed to use a calculator, you can just write 125 on your calculator. Press the equal sign so that 125 appears twice on your screen, and then you press shift fact. It will write that bottom 125 as 5 to the power of 3. So that means 125 is 5 to the power of 3. Okay, from here we can say 5 to the power of x will be, you want to write this denominator as your numerator now. 5 to the power of 3 as 5 to the power of minus 3. Okay, you want to write it as 5 to the power of minus 3. This is what you can do, and then you can clearly see that x is equals to minus 3. Same basis, equate the exponents. Okay, the exponents are equal. If the bases are equal, the exponents are equal. Here we have number 3. It says 2 to the power of 2x plus 4 to the power of x plus 1 equals to 80. We want to solve for x that will make this equation to be true. Okay, what we have to do is we want to write some of them as the smallest basis that they can have. So we have 2 to the power of 2x plus 4, you write it as 2 to the power of 2. You can use your calculator again if you don't know how to uh, break down the 4. 2 to the power of 2, and then you have x plus 1 there. 80, because it does not have the power of x, just leave it as 80. Don't change it. Okay, it's just a constant. Now, on our left hand side, we have here 2 to the power of 2x plus, we multiply this 2 together with the x plus 1 that is outside. So we have 2 to the power of 2x plus 2. That will be equal to 80. And then we want to break this 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 so that it forms the product of same basis, where we reverse that law that says for same basis add the exponents. Okay, we want to write 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 to the power of 2x multiplied by 2 to the power of 2. That will be equal to 80. And then you want to take out the common factor outside, that is 2 to the power of 2x into 1 plus 2 to the power of 2. That will be equal to 80. Okay, here when you divide by 2 to the power of 2x, we are left with 1. And then here when we divide by 2 to the power of 2x, we are left with 2 to the power of 2. Our next step is to add up this constant. Let's add it up so that it gives us 2 to the power of 2x into, this will be 1 plus 4. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, so we have 1 plus 4, that is 5, equals to 80. Okay, from here we want to write 2 to the power of 2x. We divide both sides by 5. Now from here we want to divide both sides by 5. We have 2 to the power of 2x. We divide by 5. If it goes away, this side we have 80 divided by 5. That should be 16, because 40 divided by 5 is 8. And then you put 16 there, and then you want to write 16, uh, 16 that has a base 2. So you will have 2 to the power of 2x, that will be equal to base 2 to the power of, you want to write 16 again so that it appears twice on your calculator. That's what you can do as well. And then you say shift fact, it will appear to be 2 to the power of 4. Okay, now it means 2x is 4, because we have same basis equate the exponent, same basis 2 and 2 equate the exponent. So we have there 2 to the power of x equals to 4. Divide both sides by 2, you have our x equals to, our x equals to 2. Okay, this is a final answer for this one. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video and then share this video with your friends as well. Okay, number 4 says solve for x that will make 5 to the power of x plus 1 plus 4 to be equal to 5 to the power of minus x. Okay, what we want to do first is we want to rewrite this 5 to the power of minus x as 1 over 5 to the power of x. From there we can see what we can do. Okay, our target is to have 5 to the power of x there and here as well. Okay, and then we write 5 to the power of x plus 1 plus 4, that will be equal to 1 over 5 to the power of x. And then we can multiply every term, each and every term, by 5 to the power of x to remove this 5 to the power of x from the denominator here. What we will have is we multiply by 5 to the power of x, multiply this one by 5 to the power of x as well, this one as well by 5 to the power of x. Multiplying same basis, we add the exponent. So we have 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 plus 4 times 5 to the power of x equals to, these ones they cancel out so that we have 1 there. We have achieved something at least. Now we want to take this 1, the constant that is 1, and leave 0 on our right hand side. We want to take it to the other side so that we have 0 there, because we are sensing a quadratic. We have 5 to the power of 2x there, and then we have 5 to the power of x there. That's a quadratic equation. Okay, let's go and rewrite it as a quadratic equation now. We have 5 to the power of 2x multiplied by 5 plus 4 multiplied by 5 to the power of x minus 1 equals to 0. We took the 1 to the other side. Okay, What we have next is we want to write 5 to the 5, this 5 I wrote it there, and then we have that 5 multiplied by 5 to the power of x all squared. Rewrote this 5 to the power of 2x as 5 to the power of x all squared, and then we have plus 4 multiplied by 5 to the power of x minus 1, that will be equal to 0. Okay, now from here what we have is we want to let 5 to the power of x to be equal to something. I will make it to be equal to r because I'm retepile. So we have 5r squared plus 4r minus 1, that will be equal to 0. From here, please follow this video. It will help you to factorize, and it will also help you to use the quadratic equation. You can do both here. I prefer to use a grouping method to factorize this our trinomial that we have here. So we have here 5r squared minus 1 equals to 0. We say 5 multiplied by 1, that is 5 factors of 5. When you subtract them, there, you have 4. Those are 5 and 1. So 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, we want to write 5 here. We want to write 1 there. So it's 1r and 5r. The signs are not the same. It's plus and a minus. Since 5, between 5 and 1, which one has the bigger magnitude? The one that has a bigger magnitude is 5. It will receive the sign of the middle term because the signs are not the same. It will receive a plus sign. So we write plus 5 there, minus 1r there. So if you read this, it reads the same as that one there that we had initially, okay? It will read as 5r squared. Positive 5r minus r is 4r. Minus 1 equals to 0 equals to 0, okay? We are good to go. What we want to do now is we want to group the first two and we want to group the last two, okay? Now let's group the first two we have there. We take the bracket of 5r squared plus 5r, and then we close. We take out the negative 1 outside. We have negative r divided by negative is just r. We have minus 1 divided by negative is just positive 1. We close the bracket, that is equal to 0. We take out the common factor from the first bracket, that is our 5r. We are left with r plus 1 minus r plus 1 equals to 0. This will make us to have a common factor again here and there. Our common factor is r plus 1. We take out r plus 1 as a common factor. We are left with, 5r minus 1. That will be equal to 0. And then from here we say, for this to be true, we have r plus 1 equals to 0, or 5r minus 1 to be equal to 0, okay? Now, from here we have r equals to minus 1, and again we have r equals to positive 1 over 5. Okay, but remember we're not solving for r, we were solving for 5 to the power of x. Okay, we are solving for x and say 5 to the power of x will be equal to minus 1, and again this side we say 5 to the power of x will be equal to 1 over 5. From here, this cannot be true. There's no way 5 will be raised to the power of uh, a certain integer, any integer. There's no way 5 will be raised to any integer and then you get the answer as minus 1. Okay, this one here is not a solution. So we just write below it, not a solution. Not a solution. Okay, from this side we have 5 to the power of x to be equal to 5 to the power of minus 1. And then from there we produce our x as minus 1. We can clearly see that our x is minus 1. And that is the final answer. This is the value of x. We are done solving for x. We are almost done, so please make sure that you check this checklist. Please subscribe, click the notification bell, like this video, comment on the comment section about the topic of mathematics you'd like me to cover for you, and then share the video with your friends as well. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.